and salutations, everyone. It's time for another episode of Viewport Relay, a bi-weekly podcast where the Viewport team looks at the latest news of the gaming industry, or this time, E3 pre-show. As always, I'm your host, Albert Corson, joined by Tristan Jung.
Hello.
And Alex Nestor.
Hey.
E3 pre-show.
What sound effect do you want in the background?
Give me some, like, pew pew, like
Venezuela's?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
No. We were talking about Brazilian Steakhouse, but I don't think they play vuvuzelas when you enter the restaurant.
I'm gonna bring one to Seattle with me.
You're gonna get stopped by the TSA, and they're gonna be like, "Sir, what is this?" And you say, "It's for a medical condition."
Mm-hmm.
And I just play it in the airport.
Yeah, for you're never gonna arrive, are you?
No.
All right, episode 73. That's a number.
It is a number.
I think I've said that phrase about 15 times. I mean, probably more.
You're not wrong, though. Every number is a number.
Yep.
Every number is a number, but not every number is an integer.
Welcome to Viewport Relay, a mathematical podcast.
Where we discuss the latest trends in
mathematics.
In mathematics. There's got to be a math podcast out there, right?
Oh, there absolutely is.
What would the name of it be? Okay, never mind. We're going to start with a quick, what have you been playing? Because I want to just make fun of Tristan more that he hasn't played his B3, his bet game yet. But we'll let Tristan start.
I am, shaking my head. What have I been playing? Deep Rock Galactic has been continuing to happen. Been playing some Cook Surf Delicious 3. And a little bit of League and a little bit of Age of Empires 2. It's just kind of been a hodgepodge of different things depending on where I get pulled into and how I feel. I know we're not going to do this at the end, but a quick B3 update. I literally have not booted up either of those games yet. I think I have run out of any goodwill between you two on those things, so I'm going to have to find a weekend where I can grind out both of them and just be done with it. I've got a
perfect week. It's next week.
Mm-hmm.
Next week?
Right in, as in not this Saturday, but next Saturday.
Yeah. I'm scared that when I get to Albert's house, they're just going to strap me down onto the couch.
You're going to walk in. You're like, what's that noise on the TV? It sounds like you're playing a game.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, here's a controller, Tristan.
You're playing the game.
You're playing the game. I'm already logged in on your account.
I mean, you don't have to log me on anything. You just start a new game. I'm basically right there.
No, but you got to carry the save over, You got to cloud save that. And that, you know what, Tristan? I like that line of thought. You're going to finish it in one sitting? Oh, perfect. Don't even need the cloud save.
You're not going to feed me anything. You're not going to let me go to the bathroom.
Yep. And by the way, you get it? Cloud save.
What day does it come out? Next week?
June 10th, I think.
10th,
okay.
Yeah. So you got a little over a week now.
Anyways, that's what I've been playing.
So you have 1 month, about. July 4th is our cutoff date.
For
so
DMC.
You got about a month. Oh, what was Remake? Was that Labor Day I gave you until?
I think end of July.
Yeah, that was end of July.
Okay, you got a little more time then. Alright. Alex?
Okay.
Lay it on me.
Yeah, primarily, it's been doing the FF14 thing. They released the final portion of the Relic grind for Shadowbringer, so I end up doing that. It's decent content. Wasn't as difficult to grind it as the first half, I think. The middle steps of the Relic were way more of a chore than the final ones. Then other than that, still doing the ultimate rating stuff. We're just to the end of Phase 3, almost hitting the final phase of the fight, so that's exciting. But we got a lot of stuff to clean up on. Then, been doing Deep Rock Galactic co-op, as Tristan mentioned. Still doing that, and feel there's one more thing.
Oh, there's one more thing. Do we even bring up Heaven on High?
Oh, I forgot all about that. Yeah, I've been starting to grind out Heaven on High, so I'm about half my Aether pool, which is kind of your overall power level in this, I guess I'll call it a procedurally generated deep dungeon, which is just 100 floors of increasing pain. And I just decided to do it solo for a title and potentially a cool mount. So, been working on
Final
that.
Fantasy 14, by the way, for anyone unfamiliar.
Still FF14 talk, as always. And then my update is I also haven't booted up Persona at all. So we're in the same boat, Tristan. I just, for whatever reason, I just don't want to boot it up, even though I'll play it if I do.
Alrighty, I will go last. I finished Immortals Phoenix Rising. Solid, 7.5 to 8 out of 10.
How Ubisoft was this game?
It was, I think I brought up last time, it's a very shameless stealing of other people's things and then putting a small Ubisoft flair on it. Like a little bow tie at the end. But, I mean, it's not bad in any way. So, I almost pretty much 100%ed the main game. So, I put 60 hours in. What else? Oh, Monster Hunter Rise had their 3.0 update. Played a lot of that. Thinking of picking up another weapon. I'm thinking dual blades next. I'm trying to go easy to hard. I mainly gunned, and then I picked up longsword when I started this game, so I got good at longsword. But then I picked up switch axe. And that weapon's kind of complex to use. It's very slow and weird.
Yeah, it doesn't have the super armor and stuff that longsword has.
Yeah, and then I went to Insect Glaive, and that's my new favorite weapon. That weapon's so much fun.
Oh yeah, that weapon's always been solid. I know people are down talking it in Rise. I don't know if you had much experience in World or...
No, I never. I pretty much only played one melee weapon in World, and that was Hammer for 5 months, and then I just bowgunned. So I'm thinking of picking up dual blades next, maybe. Dual blades and sword and shield. Those are the two ones that are interesting for me.
Yeah, I always love the sword and shield. And I heard in Rise you can actually do a more shield-centric fighting style, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah. But we'll see. I've kind of done all the content at this point, and there's not going to be, it's not an actual true live servicey game. So, they pretty much said for the next 3 or 4 months in the summer, it's just going to be Comcast? Capcom, what are they called? Collabs. So there's probably be a Dante thing and all that, and getting all that again.
Yeah,
probably a Mega Man thing.
Yeah,
probably
some
a Street
minor
Fighter
content.
thing. So, yeah, we'll see. Anything else? I haven't made progress on MGS5. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I played a couple hours, and I'm like, this game's kind of hard.
Oh, wait, what?
This game's kind of hard. Well, hard to, do it 100% never getting caught. Yeah. Or maybe I'm just impatient.
I think once you understand the game more, it becomes really easy to sneak around. You'll learn how the AI acts in that game pretty fast.
All I know is I kept zip tying people up, or shooting them into space, and everyone would be like, what the heck? What's that thing in the middle of our base? And I'm like, oh no, you weren't supposed to hear that. But who knows how, gosh, I hope I don't have to enter the bet reconciliation process on this one after 30 hours. I mean,
at this point, we are all leaning towards that direction.
I've played it! I'm ahead of all of you! In fact, I've played more games. I've beaten 2 50-hour-long games that were on my backlog before I've even put more than 5 hours into MGS. It was the kick in the pants I need, or something. I don't know. For someone that's never played an MGS game, it feels really weird to play this game. That's all I'm going to say. It feels janky to an extent.
And this is probably the least janky one in terms of controls and everything.
Yeah. So we'll have to see how I fare with this game. I got time, though, so I'm not rushing it. All right.
Oh, wait. We forgot this last episode, and we talked about it afterwards. It's been a month, but we forgot to talk about Far Cry 5.
Oh, gosh.
Did you want to take it away? Or do we even want to talk about it? Is it too late?
No, it's never too late.
I think we can segue in, because there's Far Cry 6, right? It's coming, so you can talk about that, maybe what you're looking forward to in Far Cry 6, if you are looking forward to it, stuff, Can we do that? Can we just pivot?
So let's go into... Okay, so we'll go Far Cry 5 first. Mm-hmm. It was a lot of fun at the start. I 100%ed two of like the 3 big zones. And then the third zone, I was like, alright, let's just play with Tristan. And we like speed ran through it. And we got to the end. And it was like the worst ending of a game I've ever had in my life. And then Tristan and I were both like, was that the bad ending? And then we Googled it, and it was like, no, that was the good ending. And then we're like, we can't be because if I recall correctly, this game didn't rate like horribly. Not that people play, not that a big
you rate the game on the ending.
Yeah, like exactly. Like people don't rate the Far Cry games on the story, right? So like, it's still a fun game, but like we're like, this game rated pretty okay. I recall like people like Far Cry 5, and then we found like a Polygon article. It was like the senior editor, right, Tristan, or something?
Yeah, I think it was Russ Frushtick.
Yeah, he's just like, that was the worst ending to a game ever. He's like, it made no sense.
He was like, if you like the Far Cry 5 good ending, we can't be friends. That was like the wording.
Yeah. I don't know what Tristan's impression were, because he just kind of went in and like we were doing all this crazy stuff. And I ran him over with my car, and other things happened.
I thought the game was fun. I also agree the ending was quite bad. Actually, it made me look forward to co-op in Far Cry 6, TBH.
I feel like they, for the first time just doing like a co-op experience, they had it down on terms of like, someone can jump into your game and they can just like pick up and the progress works perfectly and everything like that. It was weird though, because if you've never played and you're like, hey, like I'm playing Far Cry 5, I know you just started, you want to join my game? And it's like you had no guns and no money, and it's like, I wish it would like based on the progress of the other person, at least give you like some money to buy some guns rather than like the starter stuff.
Oh, so it's like unshared progression then.
Yeah,
if you play co-op. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Confirmed Far Cry 6 is 2-player.
Okay, so I think that's still fine. I think 4-player might be too much. It would be hard to balance with 4-player, because Tristan, we were like, with 2 people and stealthing, it's already so easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll probably just blaze through a game like that if you have 4 players.
Yeah. Do we transition now?
It's up to
else?
You. Now back to you.
Now back to our regularly scheduled E3 extravaganza.
PrE3.
PrE3. We're gonna go in order of whatchamacallit, like the order of confirmed presentations. But the problem is 2 of the big boys, cough cough, Square Enix, Nintendo, haven't said when they're doing it when we're literally like 2 weeks out. Like what's going on?
Surprise.
So we'll do the 2 that we know about first, which is Ubisoft and Xbox. And then we'll talk about the other 2 after, and then we'll talk about anything else related to there's some smaller ones in there, but also some publishers that don't have events that might be bringing stuff, and so we'll chat about them. So first, up on the docket, on the Saturday, we have the Ubisoft, as we said earlier. And I've told these gentlemen beforehand the podcast, this is the time to make, how did you word it, Alex? Hot takes?
Raw take.
Raw takes. You get street cred. You get viewport cred if you make a prediction and you're right. And it's gotta be like out there. It can't be like, is Xbox gonna show Halo? It's like, yeah, of course they're gonna show Halo. It's gotta be like Minecraft Halo edition or something. I don't know. But if you guys have raw takes, this is the time to earn some cred. And maybe, Tristan, if you get some cred, we'll leniency your due dates on your bets.
Feels like I'm serving out a sentence.
It's good behavior. Except you're just betting. Alright, anyways. Ubisoft first. I don't have a lot from these guys. The only thing that we always think of Ubisoft is Assassin's Creed. Right? Valhalla just launched last year, so unless they're going to a yearly model, which I think it's already too soon, are we gonna see a teaser at all?
I don't believe so, because I think they just recently announced like a DLC for Valhalla, so I think they're gonna probably latch onto that, if anything.
Yeah. He came out in December last year, right? So it hasn't even been 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I think. Can I just jump into it?
Hell yeah.
Jump in.
It's gonna be Far Cry 6 focused. They're gonna spend a bunch of time on The Division, right? The new game and the mobile thing that's coming out. They're gonna spend a little bit of time on Siege, like year 6.
Their current game, their current game sort of thing. Remember last year where it was just like 80% was like updates to existing games? Mm-hmm. Oh man, that was bad.
There's gonna be some like mobile Tom Clancy thing that nobody cares about. And then at the end, the screens are gonna glitch, and then Beyond Good and Evil 2 gameplay trailer 1. That's my raw take right there.
You have no hope for Skull and Bones?
No.
Already delayed. They brought that out early, Alex. They brought that news out early so we wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah.
For anyone worrying out there, I guess.
I think latching on to the Beyond Good and Evil dream is the safe one at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there was a news from Montreal. They're working on Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Quarantine.
Yep.
Is a game they're working on. What about, we've been hearing past couple months about Prince of Persia. Are we going to see a Prince of Persia?
A revival? That would be pretty interesting to see, honestly. The old Prince of Persia games were actually pretty cool. So, maybe or maybe they just do like a God of War style, but, I think just the typical dungeon trekking action gameplay of the original series might actually be a good entry to bring back. Kind of have a shortage of those kinds of games right now.
I have an alternate ending to Tristan's thing.
Uh-huh.
It goes out, it cuts to black, and then all you hear is night vision goggles.
Oh, Splinter Cell coming down.
Sam Fisher coming down from the top of the screen.
No, in person Keanu Reeves in Splinter Cell costume.
No, it's gotta be the trailer. It's gonna be Splinter Cell, and then all it does is 2022. And then cut to black.
And then confusion from the audience. Not even an applause.
Not even an applause. Are we gonna see Just Dance 2021?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Absolutely we are. But what song is going to play? What's hot right now, Tristan?
BTS.
BTS.
Oh, yeah,
it's gotta
by BTS.
You're right, yeah. They're getting out with the chicken nuggets right now.
Mm-hmm.
And Cajun sauce.
A little grimace comes out, sponsored by McDonald's.
Mickey D's owns this house.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I feel like Ubisoft is going to have a quiet year this year, maybe. Well, I mean, Far Cry 6 is big. That's their big game this year.
But I think in that vein, I don't think there's going to be major surprises from Ubisoft. I think it's going to be very cut and dry. Ubisoft, I don't know what to call it.
Their games are cut and dry.
Yeah, they're pretty funny.
I am going to make one prediction. They're going to have, and this isn't like a hot take at all, a dry take even. They're going to have, they always have that one weird game that they showcase that we're like, what? No one's going to play that game. Like, it was that weird, like, what was it? Like a skating arena game thingy a couple years ago. And it was like, what? I mean, obviously, like, cheers to you for trying out new IP, but it's like, just as a gamer, I can already tell you, like, that game, you're positioning it to be a live service game and it's not going to have enough players. I can already tell. And then, a year later it comes out and pretty much that exact same thing happens. So now I'm just a Debbie Downer. I think I'm just told.
I thought you're the one that was excited about E3.
Not Ubisoft this year. They've had a down 2 years, gonna be honest. If they're gonna bring me back, I don't think this is gonna be the year. I think Alex is right. I don't think this is the year for them. I think they want another year, let the next gen, sort of permeate the world.
Then hit us with that next gen Assassin's Creed.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say Beyond Good and Evil, but yeah, get us that next Assassin's Creed.
You're more optimistic than I am.
Watch Dogs, guys?
Watch Dogs after Legion? Yeah, maybe. We'll just get a reboot.
I don't know how well that game did.
It did not do well.
Okay. Yikes. For Honor 2. Calling it. That's my dry take.
2 Honor.
2
Honor.
Yeah. 5 Honor. All right. Anything else for Ubisoft?
Trials?
Will a big boy slip? I want to know right now.
Does Ubisoft
Alex,
have any big boys? No.
If the Trials guys comes out, that's a big boy.
Rabbids.
Oh, yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Rayman?
Rayman? I'm just going through everything in my head now.
Oh man, Rayman would be kind of hype. Platformers are kind of having a resurgence, right?
Yeah, I mean they've always been there. Yeah. We had a discussion once on how platformers have sort of, with the exception of Nintendo, platformers have shifted from like a AAA genre to like a indie genre.
No, here we go. It's gonna be Rayman come back, but as a roguelike.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
Everybody jump on that Hades train. Let's do it.
You know, I got a better idea. Collab with Nintendo. Gotta get Miyamoto on stage, because he's always there. Rayman 99.
God.
Everybody trying to beat Rayman?
Yeah. It'll be called Everyone Loves Rayman. Alright, let's move on.
Yeah, that ends that section.
That killed it. Alright. What do we got? June 13th, that's a Sunday, correct?
Yes,
10
sir.
a.m., bright and early, Xbox Bethesda.
A double whammy.
Mm-hmm.
A double whammy.
Phil and Todd's excellent adventure.
Let's get the low hanging fruit. We've got Halo Infinite. Are we going to get a release date?
I think so. I think this time around they're going to come back. They're going to bring all their chips. Because somebody asked me over the weekend, Tristan, when's the last time you played your Xbox? And I said,
oh no.
I said launch week.
Oh no.
And that's the truth. And honestly, name me one game since launch week that is an Xbox exclusive.
You got me.
There you go.
I can't.
You got me.
So, Microsoft's gotta get something with Halo Infinite this time.
They gotta get something.
And I feel after the feedback of their trailer that they showed last time, as well as just kind of the press around the studio, I feel they need to release something that restores confidence to the consumer. That this game's gonna be the hot game they want it to be.
Tristan, tell me one thing though. What console is this coming out for?
The
Xbox
Series
X.
Okay.
Did you just stutter? I'm like
we
freaking
got
out.
there. You almost said 1S.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think we're gonna get a release date. I think it's obviously gonna be a holiday this year, right? Like nothing else makes sense at this point.
So, is this gonna be the theme of the Microsoft conference? Is it gonna be space? Because Bethesda, we're most likely gonna see Starfield, right?
No, I don't think we're gonna see anything. No.
No? Okay.
You know what we're gonna get from Bethesda? I got you here.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't talked about this one in a while. You guys remember a little game called Indiana Jones?
I tried to forget about it.
Wait, why? It's Machine Games.
Maybe it'll be good. I don't know. I'm just not really interested in the Indiana Jones IP as a video game, I guess.
It's going to be VR, Alex, okay? And you're going to do the little swap thing.
Hell
VR.
yeah, and you can whip people in VR.
Okay.
That'll awaken something in people.
Are we going to see the Indiana Jones game?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't feel that's a big seller for people. I don't think so.
Okay.
We're gonna see year 2 of the Fallout 76 roadmap. Or year 3, or however long it's been at this point. I can't keep track of that game.
3 years. No, 2 years?
2 years?
2.5 maybe? I don't know.
I think
it came out in October, right?
We're gonna see Skyrim for Xbox Series X
we are.
and PS5.
Oh, yeah.
I think we actually are.
4K version, yeah. Might as well.
You know, Alex, I could see a teaser trailer for Starfield.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see something major, but it feels at this point Bethesda will have either something for Starfield or Elder Scrolls 6.
Wait, what was the trailer last time? Was that not a teaser?
It was.
We never got anything for them. Yeah,
it was a trailer. Well, a teaser of it.
It was a very teaser.
It was just the title.
Title card.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a shot from space, and then it was like, we're working on this game. And then they're like, here's Elder Scrolls 6, and it was literally just flying through the sky.
A sprawling landscape, yeah.
It was more than Fallen Order got, though. So
that's true. They're like, we have chosen the font.
Thanks you to our font designer.
Yeah, I feel Bethesda's gonna release something for one of their big next-gen games. I think that'll be the big sell of this year. Todd's going to be on stage, grandstanding, quipping, and dropping on us.
All right, here's my raw take. I have it. This is the full schedule in my head. Okay. Xbox, Bethesda, the sizzler reel they always have that plays.
Mm-hmm.
Phil comes on stage, got the smirk on, and he's like, "I'm not even gonna go into it. Just watch this." Halo Infinite, gameplay trailer, release date, boom. Right? Then we go into the usuals. We got Forza Motorsport 8. We got,
Yep. Car on stage, question mark.
Car on stage, it's I don't know. It's a Ferrari. There we go.
Not
Lego. And then we got some 2K stuff in there. We got some sports games for a little bit, right? 2K or EA or whatever you call it. And then Todd comes out of the floor. I really hope all this happens.
Okay,
I'm gonna be able to.
You're gonna get so much cred if you get.
I'm gonna push out Final Fantasy VII until next year at this point.
Right. So Todd's coming out of the Gears of War dungeon under the stage that we've established. Yep.
After announcing Gears of Halo.
Okay, you guys are putting words in my mouth at this point. Todd shows up. And he's like, I'm so excited to be part of the Microsoft family. He and Phil hug on stage. And then yeah, I know, right? This is very specific. Then we talk about Fallout 76 live service. We talk about Doom Eternal's live service.
Why?
Come on, stay with me here. And then, we see, what's it called? I almost said Loop here. Deathloop, because that got pushed out. So the director needs to come out and say a couple words. We see Starfield, and that's a wrap.
I have one problem with your whole press conference.
Yeah.
This is Microsoft.
Yeah, we forgot the indie games.
Here.
There's
No. There was no mention of world premiere or exclusive.
Yeah, and the Xbox Games Pass also absent.
Yeah, I have low confidence in your
okay, maybe take. Okay, let's do this. Let's change this raw take into maybe not the full schedule, but the key points, the highlights, if you will.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm calling it. Here's my dry take. Here we go. Minecraft 2.
Oh my god.
Announced. Minecraft 2.
I feel like announcing Minecraft 2 is like the same as announcing like Chess 2.
It kind of is. But now that I think about it, dang, I just said it, and I was like, that's something they would do at, like, Minecon, right? No, that's E3 worthy. That's an E3 worthy announcement.
No, I mean, Overwatch 2, Path of Exile 2, you know what? Minecraft 2.
Do it.
Although I think isn't Minecraft doing, like, a Caves update soon? So
They are.
We'll just roll that into Minecraft 2. That's the release feature for Minecraft 2.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Now written in, like, Python, because Java got old or something.
Yeah, we don't like Java.
Alright. I got a couple more. Are we gonna see... You kind of already stole it, but are we gonna see anything from Gears of War? Or are we gonna stay quiet on that front?
Alex reminded me. I didn't even think about Gears of War.
I think it's gonna rest for now. I think after the last entry, I think they're gonna just, sit it out for a little bit.
It's dormant.
Yeah,
it's like
hibernation.
I think Halo is going to be their big thing that they're going to push. I don't think they'll also try to push out a new Gears at the same time.
All right. Here's the next one. Perfect Dark. We got a little tease.
About that one.
We gonna see anything more?
I feel we won't see anything more. I kind of hope we do, though, because I want to know if they're going to do the classic, like, mission structure style of the original Perfect Dark. which I doubt they are, but that would be really cool to see a modern video game do it.
All right, here's another one. Not as big. Hellblade 2.
Did we see that last time? I think we did, right?
We saw a reveal trailer, but we didn't see any gameplay.
Yeah, there was a trailer with the throat singing. I remember that.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's I don't care at this point.
Yeah, it's definitely not a series I really care about, but I feel we'll probably see a gameplay trailer of it at this point.
All right.
Because that seems like a hot game to come out at this point in time. It's kind of in that same Sony vein.
Here's the next one. Avowed.
That's Obsidian, right?
That is Obsidian.
Okay.
Actually, maybe a yes on that one.
Yeah, Obsidian's been quiet for a while, so they might have something up their sleeve. So that was a big acquisition.
It was,
for role-playing games.
They've been really quiet on that front.
Yeah, they've been under wraps, so maybe they'll show a product of what they've been working on under the hood. That'd be exciting, actually, to see something from Obsidian.
I was going to bring up one more, because Xbox seems to be the conference of, if you're a third-party game and you're not part of, you're like, you need someone else's press conference, you go to Xbox, right? Cyberpunk, all that stuff. Any other big games brewing from other publishers that might sneak in here?
We're gonna see Psychonauts 2 again.
Yes, but they're a Microsoft studio, right? Double Fine?
Oh, so you mean like really a third party?
Yeah, I'm talking like Cyberpunk, right?
I
like
see.
They snuck into
the
EA
Xbox Sports,
show.
Right?
Well, they have their own thing. They're not.
But they still show up in other.
Mm-hmm.
They managed to weasel their way in there.
That's true. They're gonna be like, freaking, there's a new tennis game and it has a story mode.
This is going to be kind of fringe, but I think we might have a chance of seeing something from the developers of Black Desert Online. So they're doing some sequel / thing. I know they said it's like Red Desert or something, but I think we might see more on that.
Desert, Red Desert?
Yeah, I don't remember what exactly it's titled, but I think we would probably see that, because I think that was one of the launch things, was actually BDO remastered for Xbox Series X.
Can they call it like Black Forest? Because that's like my favorite ham.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
You just play you own a deli shop.
Mm. Now I just want like honey roast turkey, but
I like that. They can call their game that too, honey roast turkey.
Now I just want a deli sandwich.
I was thinking we might get something sneaky from like Capcom or something.
Yeah,
because DMC5
is what they showed. So
yep,
perhaps Capcom could have something that they'd want to show there.
But that just brings me into a wider discussion, and maybe we can, if we want to save it to the end, we can, of what Capcom has coming down the line, because they've kind of put out their big hitters recently, right? Mm-hmm.
Well, we know that they have their Pragmata, the Kojima.
That's a ways out. I feel that's still 2 years out.
That's probably a ways out, but who knows? They might show it. That's one major one I can think of right off the top of my head.
Street Fighter 6.
No. No.
That's my dry take right there.
I kind of want to see them try again to make a Marvel vs. Capcom sequel.
Ooh, that would be crazy.
Because the last one was really, really mediocre, to say the least. So to see them...
Was that Infinite?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I would like that series to be done justice, because that game... I've never been able to get into it personally as a fighting game, but I really enjoy watching it at fighting game tournaments.
All right. Any other expectations from our Xbox and Bethesda? So you got to think of the Bethesda side too. I'm sure there's many things I'm missing that they've already announced, but I was too lazy to find them because we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Alrighty. Here's our next two. We've got Square Enix and Nintendo. We're going to do Square Enix first, because traditionally in years past, usually Square Enix goes on like an
off day.
Yeah, like a Monday, right? And then for just based on past, Nintendo's always been Tuesday morning. So we will see. All right. We will start with Square Enix. Do you want to start the knowns or the unknowns first?
Wait, what are the...
I guess with knowns.
The knowns. All right, we got Babylon's Fall.
Yeah, that one. We've heard barely anything from Platinum Games in a long time on most of their projects. So I would like to hear something, but I'm not sure we will.
And I think the only reason I put this under Square Enix was they showed up at a PlayStation thing, I think, or something. So maybe they don't even belong here, to be honest. But we're going to talk about it here. Because they're randomly going to show up here, I guess. Okay, we'll circle back to this one at the end. It feels kind of weird to put this here. Let's go other known. FF16. Do we see anything?
I think so.
Yeah, I feel that's going to be a big thing, because they're going to show us a big development on FF16.
I don't think it's coming out this year. I feel like they've got their work cut out finishing Endwalker. I think it might be like a summer next year at the earliest sort of game.
Yeah, I would think, late summer.
Does anyone remember
Winter.
what season 15 came out in? Like what time of the year it came out in?
It was like September.
Yeah,
Fall
it was
game,
fall. Yeah.
Any hopes for what this game is like? Or are you kind of already liking what you're seeing?
Yeah, I guess overall it's basically, I just hope they get that kind of more of the fantasy setting. That seems to be what they're going back to. Kind of the FF9, FF6 pre-games. So I'm hoping they kind of keep that kind of atmosphere to the overall world. And other than that, we know it's kind of going to be more of an action-based game, so I'm hoping there's depth to the combat system, and it's not just going to be like a hold square to dodge kind of game.
Tristan, did we ever I forget, what was your hype levels on 16?
Oh, I was like negative towards it.
Oh.
Yeah, you felt nothing.
What are you... I'm more interested to hear from you. What do you want to see? Or are you already past the point of no return after one trailer?
Well, I think I was criticizing the graphics last time.
You were.
Yeah.
In terms of gameplay, let's put this on hold. Let's come back to it next episode. Maybe I'll actually play Final Fantasy VII a little bit in the in-between time. Because my last Final Fantasy mainline experience was 15. That was a long time ago. And the combat system in that game is very, very simple. It's like mash square, and then sometimes use a couple spells. And you can't even die.
What difficulty were you playing on?
Whatever the normal difficulty was.
Maybe that's the problem. Games are too easy nowadays, Tristan. You gotta crank it up. I actually don't play games on normal difficulty anymore. I always start one up above.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, this guy's hardcore gamer. No, that's the main criticism of 15, is that it is just easy no matter what. It's very hard to lose in 15.
It's a long game. They can't have people dropping out. They're like, man, if it's too hard, they're gonna stop playing.
True.
That's actually probably a legitimate concern, that some of these, if you make a really long game and you make it really hard, people are going to get burnt out if they keep dying, right?
Yeah, unless they get good, like in Dark Souls.
All right, we have one more known that I could find. That's Forspoken, confirmed on the Square Enix website already to be a 2020. By the way, shout out to Square Enix. They have on their website upcoming products, and it's literally every game they've announced just sits at the bottom of like we announced this, but there's nothing else to say. And then every other game has an estimated release date or year. So thank you for putting it on one nice page. But Forspoken, 2022. So we're definitely going to see more of this, I assume.
Yeah, I think we'll probably see some gameplay footage of that game. And I'm pretty excited to see it.
I'm excited to see what it's going to look like too.
It's got an interesting premise.
Tristan, you're quiet. What's going on?
I'm like frantically trying to look up Forspoken.
Oh no! No!
All the games sound. Oh, Project Act. Oh, this is Tabata's game, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, not Tabata's game, but his
studio's game.
Yeah.
Wait, his brainchild.
Wait, did he leave Luminous?
Yeah.
Oh my god, what is going on?
He's been doing mobile games for like a year now.
I'm losing my mind. I have nothing to say.
Okay, you'll have
I don't even want to make up something here.
Tristan's gonna have a lot more say maybe after next 2 weeks from now. All right, and here we go into the unknown.
Man, I was like thinking of all these memes, and now I'm just like I don't know what these games are.
Okay, I've got the unknowns now, and the first one is The Fate of Marvel's Avengers. Will we hear anything?
Oh, like a free to play? Wait, what happened to our earlier bet?
It's not free to play. I think we all lost. If there was a bet. Or no, we had time frames.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I think I said August or something.
We'll have to dig that up.
I think it's still going to go free to play.
Are we just going to get like a roadmap update, we think?
Roadmap update and free to play.
Yeah, they need to give us something, yeah.
And free to play. Okay, Tristan's calling both. I had to put this one in for myself. Kingdom Hearts. I'm going to answer, we're not going to see any Kingdom Hearts this time,
I think Kingdom Hearts is on the shelf for now. Unless they announce a mobile game.
Well, what do you mean on the shelf? Just we're not going to see it?
Not going to see it for now. No major entry at the moment.
Yeah, I think Nomura said they're already working on the next one, but yeah, it's probably going to be a couple.
I mean, that's a safer bet to make for him to say than to say there's no Kingdom Hearts games in development.
I mean, I'm pretty sure at some point they've said. Well, it's kind of hard for them to say that because no mainline games, but they've always been working on a Kingdom Hearts game of some sort. Whether it's like the PSP ones or the freaking rhythm game I played. Oh my goodness.
No rest for Nomura.
Mm-hmm.
It's forever trapped in the Kingdom Hearts cycle.
Alrighty.
But I think that the other unknown, FF7 Remake 2.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
But yeah, we can jump right into it. I'm gonna say we're not gonna see it.
You don't think so? They're not going to be like, Intergrade dropped last week. Thank you for all your support. Blah, 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 blah. By the way, here's number 2.
I almost could see them doing like just a title card drop. Like reveal what the title of the next game's even going to be. Because I think
call it Part 2. I'm going to be so disappointed.
I think that's a mystery on everybody's mind right now. Is what is Part 2 going to even be called? Based on the story of the first game. So yeah.
I don't know. I don't think we're going to see it. I think it's too soon.
Yeah.
As I'm editing this tomorrow, I'll write all these down in Google Doc. We'll print it out at Albert's place. And we'll do a little checkmark game.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
See if any of our takes actually come to fruition.
Yeah. I had a question.
Mm-hmm.
What about Outriders?
Ooh, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
we'll get a DLC or something.
I heard Outriders is on pace to be like a very successful game or something.
Yeah, the Square Enix recently announced that it actually was selling pretty well and met sales expectations. So yeah, I think we'll probably see a content update kind of deal. You know, probably a roadmap or something of that sort to announce more content for that game.
They called it its next big franchise. That's what they said.
Which is wild to me.
Well, let's be honest. In terms of Western developer-based franchises, all they've got is pretty much Tomb Raider.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, they've been kind of looking, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, I think it's still just surprising, though, since they've, on so many other franchises, you know, said that most of them didn't meet expectations. Outriders is the outlier.
Oh.
Of series that have come out that actually seems to have piqued Square Enix's interest.
Alright. Not a hot take here. I'm calling it. I've said it before multiple times this year. The next one we're talking about, Deus Ex. We are going to get an announcement for a new Deus Ex game. I don't think Eidos Montreal has really worked on anything full-time as a studio. Like, they've been sort of supporty studio. I just went to their Wikipedia page. They worked on support for Avengers. Their notes in the credits was additional work. They worked on Shadow of the Tomb Raider in collaboration with Crystal Dynamics, but they haven't made like a full game since 2016's Mankind Divided. Or the DLC stuff. Or some weird VR thing they also made, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying it's coming back. They're going to ride the coattails of Deus Ex being a flop. Also with the fact that Mankind Divided kind of ended with a little bit of a cliffhanger. And they're gonna, I don't think it's going to come out this year, but I think they're going to announce one.
Yeah, I think I would kind of, you know, since Mankind Divided had kind of a divisive take amongst the consumer base, I would kind of like to see if they do one more shot at making a new Deus Ex entry.
Or either they're going to be weird and be like, we're announcing Thief 2! Too Furious, or something, I don't know.
That'd be kind of cool, too. Stealth games are fun. We don't have enough of them, so that would be fun to get a Thief title. But I don't think that's likely.
Alright. Have to bring this one up. It's required. Will we see anything new from Nier/Drakengard?
Yoko Taro, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he did say he has a new project recently.
Oh, that's right. He said it would be weird, right?
He did. He said it'd be weird even for him, so...
Yeah.
It's not clear whether it's going to be an actual full-on console release or a mobile game or what. So, cautiously optimistic if we're going to see a Taro game.
Do you think if it's not this year, it's got to come next year?
Yeah, I think
like within the next year.
If he's going to do a major game, yeah, I definitely think probably next E3 or next major video game event, they'll probably have something.
Yeah, they have their Square Enix Presents now thing, so they're doing them more often.
Maybe like Tokyo Game Show or something. A Japanese-only event might be more of the style for Yoko Taro.
Alright, and I had to bring up at the end, remake/remasters, they've got a whole bunch in their pocket. They're going to pull anything out? Are we going to get an FF6 HD 2D remake as well as...
Don't. Pass. Don't do this to me. That was the rest of that sentence.
Wait, why? You don't want it? Or is it too good to be... You don't want me to get your hype up?
It's too good to be true. I'm tying that in the same theme as, like, an actual Command & Conquer game or something.
We're gonna get a Red Alert HD 2D remake.
You know, like an old FF series, that they did some of the older games and did like a Switch port of them for HD 2D, that'd be pretty hype, honestly. That'd be pretty cool, actually.
I think they'd only do one, though. Just based on the fact that Dragon Quest 3 is just like one game.
Yeah.
And they're HD 2ing that one.
I think it's my bias that I really just want them to do an HD 2D remake of 5. Because I really like FF5, but yeah. 6 is cool too.
6 is cool too. Anything from like Crystal of Mana series or something like that?
Secret of Mana?
Secret of Mana.
Secret of Mana,
yeah.
I think the Mana series, they got a Switch port right when the Switch first came out. Yeah. So it's probably too early for that.
Brand new game. Boom.
How about a Chrono Trigger, huh? How about the Chrono series?
No, I think that one's ready and done for. You know, if anything, I see an HD 2D remake of Chrono Trigger.
That would excite a lot of people to get Chrono Trigger remade.
But I feel like it would be very... They would have to pull off like Final Fantasy VII remake levels of satisfaction in order to get people to...
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like Chrono Trigger, if they remade that, it's like no one's going to be happy with it.
I'm going to call it right now. If they make an FF6 thing, even if it's good, Tristan's not going to like it. Hot take right there.
That is a hot take. I think the issue is like when you've played these classic games, you have like your own perception on how the remake would look like. And if it's anything other than that, you're like, oh, it sucks.
It's still kind of weird because as a kid, like you like the graphics back then, you're like, wow. And then, you know, like in your brain as a kid, you thought it almost looked like maybe like HD 2D, right? Because that's just what graphics were back then.
You see, when you play SNES games on the Super NT, the Super NT comes with an HD upscaling option that does like all the graphical options of like AA times 16 and all that stuff. So it's kind of like I already get to play it in HD.
Remove this guy showing off.
Yeah, remove all the jaggies from the 16-bit pixels.
Right. I know. Those blocks are too jagged. They round them out.
The squares are all rounded, yeah.
Yep. Alright. Anything else from Square Enix? Are we going to get another Battle Royale out of nowhere?
FF7 First Soldier, is that going to be their main line? Or whatever that mobile game is called. I looked up Eidos Montreal. Remember Hyperscape that came out last year? Yeah. They worked on that? Yeah, they did. Or sorry, that was Ubisoft Montreal, but still. Oh, yeah. I was just randomly thinking of Ubisoft, and I was like, that game just dropped off the face of the earth, I feel like. But
Last but not least, we've got the Big N. They are coming in here with some expectations. So we'll start off with the big one. Switch Pro / Switch 2 / Switch Deluxe.
Switch U?
The new Nintendo Switch Pro.
Okay, we gotta talk about this one a little more in depth and just some predictions. First of all, we're gonna see it. Give me some yeses or nos. Fill out our check marks. I'm gonna say yes.
I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah, I'll go yes.
Alright, release date, or release quarter, let's say, like fall.
Q4 of 2021.
Same. It's gonna be a Christmas miracle.
Q3. Late Q3. Talking like October.
Well, yeah.
No, October's Q4.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Oh,
Early
yeah.
Q4 then. You got me.
Yeah.
It's gotta come out before the Pokemon games. Alright, that's what I'm saying right now.
Black Friday, Christmas. Hit 'em.
Hit 'em. Get 'em.
Hit who? There's gotta be 2 in stock for the whole
Yeah,
world.
that's very true.
Wait,
yeah.
last thing. Price. How much will this cost?
Oh, didn't they already leak it? I thought it was just gonna be $2.99. And they're gonna, replace the existing module.
That's cheaper than the current Switch, isn't it?
Isn't the Switch $2.99? Is it $3.99?
It's $349, right?
I was gonna ask how much the Switch costs.
It is $2.99.
Oh. What was the launch date? I swear I spent $350 on this thing at launch. But maybe I lied.
Did you buy a bundle with a game?
No, it was $2.99. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I brought it. I don't know, but it's $2.99.
Here's my take.
$2.99?
They're gonna pull an Apple. They're gonna kind of do the swapperoo. The new version is gonna be $2.99. And then the old version, they're not even gonna sell anymore or something.
But will they sell a $1,200 stand for it?
Will they sell $700
Well, that's
wheels?
basically the Joy-Cons.
Oh, true.
It's gonna be weird. I feel like it has to go up in price. Because they can't price drop the old model. Maybe they can, but I don't think they can.
I just don't think they're gonna sell the old model.
Yeah, I don't think
And what do they do with all the stock that exists in the stores?
I just sell it off.
Sell it off, yeah.
For how much?
That's up to Target.
Yeah.
I feel like that's doing your suppliers dirty. I feel like it's gonna go up $50. I think it's gonna be $340 or $349. Yeah.
No, I think same price. They're just gonna... Yep.
Because the
Swap
new
around.
Nintendo 3DS, I believe, was the same price. Also, the 3DS had 17 models that were all different prices, so it's really...
wasn't the new 3DS barely different? It had a 10% stronger CPU and the buttons were colored.
There was a thumb nub on it.
Okay, well this one has a brand new screen. People are thinking potentially revised Joy-Cons.
And it's faster and
then the new
stronger
GPUs,
too.
yeah, and the new internals too. It's just weird. I feel like if they do it, they gotta drop the old one to $249 because they can't go they can't go $200 because that's the same price as the
light.
The light, exactly. And you can't sell the lights if you're just selling a completely better version than the light at $199.
All right, let's TLDR it. So where are we? All three of us said Q4 2021. Albert said early Q4. Alex and I think it's going to be $299. Albert thinks it's going to be $349.
Yep.
Okay.
I think that's where we're at. Alrighty. Anything else with it? Well, related to just the console itself?
New color scheme?
What color are you looking for?
I think they're going to go with a white version is going to come out.
Yeah, I was going to say black and white. Just hit them with the monochrome.
Ooh, little sleek. Looks sleek.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. My chair squeaked as well. Sorry.
Like a tuxedo.
Tuxedo edition.
The penguin of the consoles.
Yep.
Penguins. Penguins were in Super Mario 64. Therefore, obviously, Odyssey 2 is being hinted at.
Oh
right?
my goodness.
Oh.
You think they're gonna show Odyssey 2 and Breath of the Wild 2 in the same show?
Nope. I don't think we see an Odyssey 2. Let's go into the games. Prime 4. Sighting?
LOL.
Trailer?
I wish. I want to see Shrine footage so bad.
Yeah, I don't think
it's not happening.
We're not seeing it this year. Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah, I hope
it's gotta be there. I don't know if it. God, this is where we put our money where our mouths are, guys. Is it coming out this year? Yes or no?
Didn't we make this bet already?
Well, we don't remember, so we make it again.
This year? No.
I believe it will. It'll be one of the Switch Pro whatever model, big seller titles.
I'm saying it's coming out this year.
It's going to sell you on why you should buy the new model to get the increased performance.
Not only that, they're going to say Hyrule Warriors also now actually plays at a stable FPS.
Yeah,
it's going to be a bullet point on the box itself.
Now features playable frame rates.
Yeah, exactly. If you play in 540p, that is, you can play in stable. Okay. Anything you want to see from that specific? I don't know what I want to see. I just want more Breath of the Wild. That's all I want.
Can I go back on that? Or am I locked in? Because I was like, if Pokemon's coming out this year, are they going to really release a Zelda? But now I'm like...
But that's see, I thought that, and then I was like, if Zelda's coming out this year, do you need to launch Super Mario Odyssey, one of the best games on a Nintendo console ever, 5 months later? And they did.
You know what? I don't want to seem like a flip-flopper. I'll just go with...
flip-flop. You can flip-flop.
No, let's keep it spicy. I will say it's not coming out this year. You guys can say it's coming out this year.
All right.
Here's the one I was thinking about. Are we going to see Mario Kart?
Oh, I'm going to say no still. I think it's
not even a DLC?
It's still selling. There's no reason to.
It'd be kind of
F-Zero? No.
Okay, come on.
I said that just to trigger Alex. Sorry, Alex.
Let's get all the jokes out of the way. We said Metroid Prime. No. We said F-Zero. You know all the other stuff that we would say.
Kirby.
I got some hot ones. Oh, Kirby? I think we're getting a new Kirby game.
A good Kirby game?
Just a new Kirby game.
Air Ride 2, hit me with it. I need it. That'll make me buy a Switch Pro.
Air Ride 2. They got him in. They got him.
Dude, go ahead, Nintendo. Make my day.
Sakurai's you've activated my trap card. I've been saving this for 10 years. Alright, so here's an easy one. Splatoon 3.
That was already announced, right?
Yeah. Obviously gonna see more gameplay of this.
I'm pretty hyped.
Smash Bros. DLC character. Obviously gonna happen. I said, are we gonna see a new Fire Emblem game?
I think it's too early.
Three Houses came out,
2 years ago?
A year and a half ago?
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
2018, I think.
Yeah, because we watched Albert play it at his house.
That's right, yeah. So that would have been pre-2019. Okay.
You think 2 years is too soon to just announce a Fire Emblem game?
Nah.
Or they gotta split up the announcements, I think. I think Fire Emblem's a direct. You announce that game at a direct. That's not an E3 level game.
I don't know anymore. The Fire Emblem series, I feel, has picked up a lot of traction in the recent entries. So I think they could, at least drop the title card for what the next game in the series is going to be. Yeah, exactly. I don't think they'll show anything major for it, but I think they'll at least, acknowledge its existence.
I could see them being more cautious with it because they had to delay the earlier one, so maybe they're like, we announced it too early. Let's, Nintendo, not say, I'm not disgruntled with them in any way, but they've been pushing back a lot of things, right? They pushed back Animal Crossing. They pushed back Fire Emblem. So that's 2 games in the past, I don't know, I guess 2 years, I guess. I guess that's not a horrible track record, but still. I don't think Nintendo likes delaying things. It's good to see that they will delay something, but I don't think they like to. So I think they want to keep it more close until they know it's ready to be done.
Yeah, it's definitely true.
All right. I'm going to hurt Tristan now, and I'm going to say, are we going to see SMT5?
I don't think that's an E3 game, especially from Nintendo. That's a direct game.
That one, yeah.
That's a direct game, really. They gotta have third party, I felt like. I thought they gotta throw one third party game in there.
I'm sure they can find a family-friendly third-party game to show at E3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, SMT feels a little more niche in terms of crowd than, like a Fire Emblem at this point.
All right, well, I gotta throw it out there then. Bayo 3.
Platinum's gotta be working on something, right?
What games has Platinum made in the past year? They had Astral Chain, right? That's I think their last game that came out.
Yeah, and then they had Wonderful 101 Remaster or whatever. Or HD remake. Or remaster, yeah. Yeah, and then we mentioned Babylon's Fall earlier. We need something for Platinum. So if not Babylon's Fall, then Bayo 3 hopefully is shown.
That's your other You'll Get a Switch Pro game, right?
Yeah, most likely.
Most likely. All right. That's all I had for Nintendo. I felt like most of the other franchises have either had too close of a release, right? We already, the other safe bet that you can always make with Nintendo is a Zelda remake or remaster, but we already know that's coming. So
the other safest bet, no Advance Wars.
Okay.
Oh God.
You get your shot in, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Here's my take. It's kind of like an off season, right? We're gonna see a Kirby or a Donkey Kong or something like that. Some of the second tier Nintendo characters. What
material will Kirby be made out of this time? Or would that be more of a Yoshi thing?
He'll be made of wax.
I mean, both Yoshi and Kirby have been made out of yarn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, guys, you guys just brought it. It's gonna be a collab game. A Yoshi-Kirby collab game. Join forces.
Oh, man.
I don't... No. just a no.
Tristan doesn't want baby mode in his Kirby games, even though it's already baby mode.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I'm trying to think of other things, but that's all I got at the moment. Anything you would like to see from any of the past ones that I haven't brought up?
What do you mean past ones?
Any of the publishers I brought up beforehand. I would like to see Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh my God, are you serious? If we're memeing, throwing Gollum in there.
No, we're not memeing. I want to shoot spells. Yeah, Tristan, I want to spell sling.
From the PC gaming front, I'd like to kind of see, because there's been a lot of interesting news coming out from the studio, Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines 2.
Ah.
I know their studio's had a lot of shakeups and a lot of press, so I would be interested to see if there was any kind of updates on kind of where that project is headed.
I guess before we go into more wants and likes, we'll go into, I had the everyone else category, just to bring up some stuff. So we're going to get a Battlefield 6, or I guess the name is just Battlefield. We're going to see some of that.
Mm-hmm.
I had two other people. I had Devolver, mainly just because of their wacky press conferences, but I don't really know anything that's coming out from Devolver. Fall Guy something. Yeah.
Shadow Warrior 3. So
Shadow Warrior 3.
I'm looking forward to that game. They've been releasing some videos for that. That game looks really fun.
And I brought it up earlier, but Capcom.
Yeah, Capcom might have something cooking, because, we just got off of the RE8 train.
We just got off the Monster Hunter train, which are their two flagship series at this point.
Yeah, two big hitters, yeah.
And that's why earlier I brought up Street Fighter, because I can only think the last thing they have left in their arsenal is their fighting games.
Mega Man?
Oh boy. Just say Tekken 8 or something.
Wait, Tekken is Bandai.
I know, but just I was thinking of ridiculous things that could show up. I think Capcom's also kind of in a weird...
Yeah, it's hard to predict what they could possibly...
A remake, RE4 remake trailer. Oh, I had a hot take. I just thought of it.
Okay. Hit us.
Elden Ring will be shown at the Xbox conference.
No.
Yes.
The meme needs to live on. It just can never show that game ever again.
Tristan, I'm going to get so much cred when I'm right. And when I'm wrong, I'm not going to lose anything.
All takes have equal cred value.
No.
Elden Ring doesn't get 10 cred.
Oh, yes, it does.
I just love the
You're just upset because you're not making cred hot takes.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many potential cred I could be making right now, I have tossed out wild predictions.
Yeah,
I said Todd and Phil were going to hug on stage.
Predicted the entire conference.
You tied all of your cred in one mega bet. That's your problem. You made a bad mistake, man. It's still COVID out there. There's no hugging. Here's a random thing. How many are all these going to be digital, or is there any going to be on stage?
I mean, if there's no audience, they could do it on stage. It doesn't even matter, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, there's none of... I don't think any of these are any, like, the theaters or anything, right?
They, like, fly people into LA to present from an empty hall or something.
Yeah, exactly, right? That's why I'm trying... So they're all going to be, like, stage... Like, not stage, but, you know, like, productions, right?
As long as it's not, like, a Zoom call, I'm okay with it. I don't care where they do it from.
A little higher tier than that, hopefully.
Yep. All right. I also had to bring up PC Gaming Show just because I feel like we're going to see something Warhammer there, because Sega always shows up at the PC Gaming Show.
Mm-hmm.
Weird
Hit
to
us
say
with
that,
some
but
Warhammer 3. Well, who will host it? Will it be Greg Miller or Sean Day 9?
Oh, it's going to be Sean Day 9 Plot, of course.
Oh, true.
And that lady host, who's also very good. Is there anything we're obviously missing out on some stuff, but it's gonna be like a fresh surprise if it comes up, if it's something we've already seen. Mm-hmm. Tristan, I hope we see Gollum, just because I want a good laugh halfway. I want comedic relief.
Yeah, I want to see what that game is. Just show me it.
It better have a fishing minigame in it, where he can fish.
Mm-hmm. And he just bites into the fish.
You better say nice and juicy, too.
That's part of the movie.
Any last things? We've been running a while here. I don't know how much of the news we'll get into. There's not much news. We kind of already talked about most of the news anyways.
Oh, all the news will be next episode.
Oh. It will be. All right. Well, if that's all we've got, we'll wrap it up here with episode 73 of Viewport Relay. Viewport Relay is available on Radio Public, iTunes, Google Music, Stitcher, Podbean, and all your favorite podcast directories. If you enjoyed this episode, please take a moment to subscribe, review, and share it with your friends. We're also on social media as Viewport Gaming on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. But Tristan, why Viewport Gaming?
Well, Viewport Relay is part of Viewport Gaming, a website that provides a look into video games through reviews, features, and podcasts. You can find all Viewport content at viewportgaming.com.
Thank you, Tristan. And as always, I've been your host, Albert Corson, joined by Tristan Jones.
Goodbye.
And Alex Nestor.
See you next time.